Hi guys, I'm finally back and I hope that you're ready with your assignment. I asked you the last time we were together about this book to go ahead and pick your papers and put your papers in your book and choose your end papers. And so I hope that you're able to go ahead and go forward. I've done a lot in this book since we last talked to each other, so I'll just, show you what I've done. And by the way, thanks for joining me. And this is Sherry from Share Bear Cottage. Okay, now we can just go ahead and jump right in as soon as I take a drink. So excuse me, please. Okay, it's a really pretty day here today out in Southern California. So I guess we're the lucky ones today. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead. I put this little picture of a mushroom with some cheesecloth underneath it and a little butterfly, which I will embellish with either a rhinestone, some kind of stone, or maybe some kind of stickles or something. I'll embellish him with something. I've put in a hitch post. This hitch post has a little what do you call this? It's like a jump ring because it does have an opening, but I'm going to leave this on. I'll probably use it in the tie that I make. I haven't decided what kind of tie yet, but I do want to include a hitch post. I use silver because this is all silver here. So as you can see, this book came dangerously close to being a complete failure. And this is what happens when you do a altered book. A lot of times it's so hard for me to stop decorating and embellishing that and inserting. I want to make sure everybody gets the best and what they can do. So it's okay. It's an alligator mouth, but it's not, it's not at least like that so that you can't close it at all. So this is her, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I chose these papers for the end papers. I put a pocket here. I'll just kind of go through this and explain and show you what I did. This was just a piece that I cut out of a printable. I put a little piece of gauze right here. I had some of these little, well, they kind of look like stamps, but they're just cut out of a book. And, oh, where are we here? Okay. There you can see. And then the little number thing I did on my computer. So we have that. This is kind of like a person that goes out in the woods and, looks at all the flowers and, things that they got going and growing. My desk is just completely full of things. If you hear a crash during this video, you will know what happened. Just wanted to give you a heads up. And I'll get as much done today as I can. And as I go, it'll be kind of a flip through. So I'll just continue. So this page here, I've kind of left open. I'll probably do a little stamping on it for some writing. I decided to go ahead and leave Mr. Einstein's picture in here. I thought it best to leave him in here. This looks like it might be a tuck, but it's not. It's just a botanical picture, and it says, "Live your dream with passion." I'm sure that's what Mr. Einstein did. Here I made a belly band with little strips of things I had cut out with some botanicals on them, and I put in a piece of paper that you can use to write on. And so that slides right under there. Right here is, it says, and so the adventure begins. Let me pull this down just a little bit there. This one is not a pocket either. This is writing space. Okay, this one has a tuck here. Better get something to use. Let's see. This one has a tuck here and a pocket, a big pocket. And in here I put in a vintage postcard. It's the actual postcard, and it's from 19... it looks like August of 1943, possibly, something like that. So this is a place in northern Colorado. So I put that in here. And these are just two little cards that I put in for journaling cards. This one I put specimen on it and a little pull tab, I guess. This one here has a big pocket because this is the one, if you remember, we put the indents in and we glued the pages together. So this one has a index card. I have coffee dyed on this side and I've stenciled on this side. So I was going to put probably a picture of a flower or a cutout or something on here, but this side is definitely for writing, but they could use both sides. So, and those are, I think there's 6 of them that we got done in this book. I did put a little hole here with a eyelet on it, and I'm not sure. You know, I tried putting the bulb pin in, you know, the bulb pin like this. I tried putting these in, and it just, oops, I can't find me. Whoa. Well, anyway, it's the bulb pin. And they were too long for this little book, so I took them all out. I do have some charms picked out. I might go ahead and put them on with a jump ring. Just the ring. Okay, and this is writing space. I do have some botanicals cut out here in a number 9. This right here is a pocket. And I have more writing space in here, just a piece of old paper. Well, I made it look old and put it in the pocket. I just like the numbers. I put the numbers on here. You know, remember, these are people out foraging, you know, in the wilderness or in the forest and countryside, you know, looking for botanicals. This is something that Einstein said in December 1916, and I thought I'd just leave it in the book. Botanical, this is not a tuck, just a decorative piece. This one here is a, it's a removable pocket. It has a journaling card inside, and I put a index card on the back. Fits really nice in this envelope. This envelope is printed on both sides. I believe this is from Artie Mae's collection, one of her collections. And then I just put some gauze and on a paper clip here to so we can find it. Just a little decorative thing. This one right here is a long pocket, so I put a long tag. It is black, but you'd be surprised what you can see when you write on black. Okay. Next page, writing space, little tag here with a belly band. I hope this gives you some ideas of what you can do with your book if you haven't finished it or if you need to catch up. And so another index card here in the pocket. Writing space, I did do some gesso over this. I might need to do some more. I did want it to kind of show. It's a old from 1906, what do they call it? Ledger paper from a ledger book. This right here is another one of those little stamps I had cut out and writing space. This one here has a pocket. Just put a pocket coffee dyed, a botanical here and here, and a card with a craft paper backing. More writing space, no pocket here. This one says together, botanical. I tried to include lots of botanicals throughout this book because they are so pretty, and a couple birds here and there. Now this one has a top tuck here. You can put, it's small, but you'd be surprised what you can put in there. And a bird here, and I left this open, botanical there. And a couple of things in this pocket. This pocket is just a book page with some stamps, a botanical, and a little piece of ephemera I found. I'm including this color transparency slide, and this says slide number 8. So I thought that was appropriate in a little tab. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to go, and I'm going to go ahead and go through the whole book, and then we'll come back and we'll do this page here. I don't know if you remember. This is the one that I said that there was a little tear here, and I didn't worry about it because I was going to fix it. So, and this is that double spread page with the pockets. So we'll come back and we'll do this one. I'll show you how to do it, and how I cut out the pages, and I've got a few tags to put in there. I got to be real careful about what else I put in this book because, you know, I don't want to break the binding. And, okay, this is just a little note-taking here and there. I left some of the equations in. I thought they were super cute. And I found an old book that has, it's all poems about botanicals. So this was John Clare, and it's called The Yarrow. I'm not going to read it to you, but it was in 1832 to 1835. And I believe he passed away probably, maybe it was published in 1935. But I think these are his birth dates, and I think this is the published date of this book. And it tells, you know, like Europe, West Asia, wildly naturalized and temperate regions, and a little botanical there. I was going to make this a pocket, and I decided not to. Writing space with lines. And here's like a hidden pocket. What I did is I cut out this paper. This is some scrap paper. And I made a slit in here before I put it in the book, and just highlighted a little bit with my distress ink as I did around the edge. Then I did a tag for it, and the tag slips right in. But you can't really see that there's a pocket here until you put the tag in. So there we go, like that. Put a little decorative metal piece on there. Okay, here's another one of the cards. This says 5725, and I got one of my fingerprints on there. I did that on purpose, my thumb. Okay, here we have more writing space. I took a piece of the old dictionary. Now this dictionary is from the 1800s, and I put it in with got a piece of my brush in there with washi tape, and I left it nicely in there so that you can open it wide open, and you can see that there are some botanicals in here. I thought that was kind of nice. And then you can read the back side too, and it is stuck in there. This one I put some gesso on, and I found this transparency sticker, and I put it on there. Okay, this one I have just writing paper here. I did not make it, and I did tear this on purpose and highlighted it, put a botanical in. Here's two more of the slides, and when we get these done, there'll be two slides in the front pocket like this, and then there'll be another old postcard, a vintage, whoops, yeah, a vintage postcard here from, what does it say? What date? 1949, October 7th. It looks like she addressed it, but she never sent it anywhere. So this is historic New Salem State Park near Petersburg on Highway 97 in Illinois. So I thought that was pretty with all the greenery. So that'll go in the back pocket. And we'll do this page too. Okay, here's another writing page. Here's a writing page and a pocket. This is all different feathers. Thought that was interesting because, you know, while you're out there in the wild, you're going to find all kinds of feathers. Writing. This is the half sheet diagonal, which also has another vintage postcard. What's the year on this one? 1940 something, 46, 45, something like that. Looked nice and botanical to me, so I put that's going to go in that pocket. Place for notes, gessoed the paper. This is just a picture I found and I liked it and I put it in here with a stamp. Over here we have one of the pages that we folded in half and we made a pocket. And then I have a place here for a pocket and a place here for a pocket. Actually, there's a place right here for a pocket too, but you wouldn't know that unless you knew it. So I put another piece of writing paper. I just like this picture so much, so I put it in here. It has a pot, some flowers, some greenery, but it's also, it's also a pocket. Did I put anything in here yet? No, but it's a full page pocket. And I will be putting something in here. Probably something like a big journaling card or something like that. Will go in here just like that. Writing space. And here we have a slide. And then we have another slide. And they say slides. And this side, we have the three-page pockets, and we'll be making one of those. So I'll be showing you how that's done. And writing space here. We'll find something for this pocket. I don't know why this pocket is so stiff, but it is. Maybe because I have this here? No, it shouldn't be. Here's a index card here. And a pocket here. It says species. And you can write on both of those. Did you see that? Okay. Writing space that's been gessoed. Writing space that's a dyed paper. This is children's original paper, botanicals, a birdie. This is another top tuck. Put something in there. This right here we're going to do. I'll show you how this is done. Hope we have enough time. I don't seem to talk as fast as other people, and I try to, but I hate the feeling of being rushed. So I have a little trouble with that. You know, they give you 30 minutes, and, you know, I don't know if they are going to be cutting me off or what exactly they do with this, but I plan on either making this a belly band or a tuck on the side. So I'll show you how I made that, because it's made out of book pages. Some of the book pages I took out of here. Okay, this one here is also another spread. I don't think we'll have time to do 2 spreads, but I'll do this on my own time. And, you know, at least you'll know how to do it, and you can back up the tape if you need to look at it some more. Here's a couple more pieces of that child's writing, something they don't do in school anymore. Actual cursive, learning how to write cursive paper. This right here, I left this piece open and just put a little secret journaling card in there with a little embellishment on it. And this one up here, is it a pocket? I didn't make it a pocket because there is another journaling card in here. It's one of those that we had at the top. I think we had 2 at the top. Okay, writing space, and I think I might just leave this. I haven't decided yet, or else I'll put some kind of embellishment on there, maybe some washi tape, maybe a piece of ribbon. I'm not sure. Here we have a journaling card. It's been stapled with some gauze on it. And here's a little piece of checklist paper. This is coffee dyed, and it has botanical. This here is some more dyed paper. It's a really pretty green. I don't know if that's going to show out on the film, but I put one of those stamps here, the botanical stamp. So when you open it, you know, to make it right side up, you put it this way, and then you can write like that. Or you can write inside, and when you send it, you send it this way in your envelope. Okay. Just some more of that ledger paper, but this one I made a pocket. I didn't put anything in it because my space is getting so limited. Here's a pocket, and I left this open. A little bit of lace up here, a few little pieces of ephemera. Here's some more writing space and a piece of writing paper, notebook paper, and a tuck there. This is some more of that children's paper. I really like this, and this was all kind of messed up, and I like the way it looks, so I kept it, and I put that new favorite color of mine. It's called Iced Spruce on it. Another journaling card. Writing space. Here's another poem. This is called A Bed of Forget-Me-Nots, and I happened to find a little forget-me-not picture here. And this was from 1856, somewhere between, she probably died in 1856, and it was published in 1896. This I haven't decided what. This I have gessoed. It's a little ruler, you know, sometimes you might need to measure something when you're out there in the woods. It is 6 inches long. A side tuck here, like this. And this is a pocket here. This one is a tree. And you'd have to read that with a magnifying glass. And this one here is a botanical. And then we're at the back, and I did cover this. Here's a Les Ibris. It's for your name. Okay, so today what I want to do is go ahead and do that first page with the double. Here we go, this one. Got a couple things in here that I might use. Can't believe my little puppy's being quiet. Okay, this one, what I like to do is cut. You see how this one has the flap? What I like to do is I like to cut this out like this so that it alleviates some of the bulk in the book. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is cut that out while leaving, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. It helps, believe it or not. Then I'm going to take I'm going to use Fabri-Tac today because I'm, wanting this to dry in a quick hurry. So I'll put some Fabri-Tac here, and we'll put that down. Put some Fabri-Tac over here. I hope everybody's doing okay in their quarantine or partial quarantine. It's hard for a lot of people. I'm used to staying home, so it doesn't bother me in the least. Now, the paper that I chose for this is this paper. I thought it's pretty paper and has lots of botanicals, has print on it. So the first thing I need to do is cut off these edges. I don't know if your printer does this. My printer does this sometimes. Even when I say full page, it'll do this. And I'm really not sure why. So we'll just cut this off. I hope I don't have this too close to the screen. Don't want to start a fire. I have my little candle going. I noticed on my last video, or one of the last ones I did, was my fluffy, roughly journal, and I got it so close to the flame. I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so close. Okay, now this is how I go about measuring this. I take the page and I don't want to go all the way down, actually. I probably only want to go to about here, because this is all going to be glued down. It's not even going to show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a line right here, have glue all over me, and I apologize. I'm losing my nails because we're quarantined. And my nail shop is closed. And here. So what I'm going to do is get my cutter out. I think I can use this one. You know, maybe I'll just draw a line from there to there. It's been a while since I've done this page, but this is how I figured it out, and I liked it. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. If it shows, you know, I can erase it. All right. So I know you can't see it because I can barely see it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that line. I'll just use my scissors. I'll cut it right down here. Right down to here. And then probably down to about here. All right. So, whoop. Here we go. First time I did this, I thought, oh my God, I got it going the wrong direction. But I had the wrong page. That's so funny sometimes. Okay, and just to try to keep some straighter lines, because I'm a lousy cutter, I'll do this. I'll cut it from this side so I can see it a little bit better. I'm sorry that you can't see these cuts, but you'll see as we go what I'm doing. Cutting this here. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead. Whoop, whoop. And what did I do? Cut the wrong piece? Did I cut the wrong piece? Oh my gosh. How embarrassing, huh? I didn't cut the wrong piece. Here we go. It's gonna go like this. So I think what I need to do is cut this part off. Let's fold it in half. In half should be right. Gosh, I should have practiced this again before I showed you, because it's been a while since I've done this. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to, why is this confusing to me today? I don't know. We're going to glue this right here. So I'll take my glue. I should have made this part a little bit longer on this corner, on this edge. Let me see. Oh. There we go. Left that little bit up there because I should have, trying to compensate for the tiny bit, I should have left it longer here, but that will be okay, and I will ink that. Okay, oops, and I'm going to cut this part off right along here. They're not the best scissors in the world either. Okay, there we go. Let me fix this one a little bit. Alrighty, feel better about that already. Okay, so now the top one, where's that piece? This should have fit right here, and it does. However, for some reason, I cut this off and I shouldn't have. So I'm going to go ahead and put it like this. Or should I make a pocket? See how this kind of just blends in almost with the other paper? That's what it's supposed to do. I don't know what I'm thinking here right now today. Let's see. Okay, I have to decide, so I need your help. Help me decide. Does it look better this way? This way? Or should I put just, I'm just going to put this in, and I might put a different pot, maybe some coffee dyed paper.